Hi everyone, Matt from Snare here. I am very excited today to show you the latest version of our flagship product, Snare Essential 8.2, which has just been released. Our customers running previous versions will be interested in this video to see how they can benefit from upgrading to the latest version, which is free of charge for everyone with an active license. For those who are not familiar with the product, Snare Essential is our offering that allows you to manage all your Snare agents from a single pane of glass, provides central logs repository, and enables you to distribute your logs further to SIEM platforms or MSSPs. Now, the first thing that our current users will notice is a completely refreshed UI and dashboard. The dashboard now provides all the useful statistics and trends on the main screen. Let's start with the top left section, which includes overall health status, CPU usage, event activity, and disk usage. You will notice that each value in this section is color-coded, so it's easy to spot a problem or identify an issue, say with performance or available free space. If you are interested in detailed performance statistics, you can click the CPU button to load the System Performance Monitor. This screen shows all key metrics with regards to storage, memory usage, CPU load, network usage graphs, and more. Clicking any other button of the Health Status section or the Collection Reflection Statistics section will take us to the Health Check report, which contains even more stats and metrics. We will look into the details of the Health Check report later. The next section provides overall metrics like events per second, total events and total bytes received in the last 24 hours, as well as the total number of destinations we are reflecting our logs to. These could be another Snare Central for redundancy, a SIEM platform, MSSP, or a mix of those. Should a destination become unavailable due to a network problem, for instance, this will change color so we can quickly spot the issue and investigate. So to sum up, all key load indicators, metrics, and health status are shown in an easy to understand way, so one glance at the dashboard is enough to know that everything is in order, or maybe we have an issue which we need to look into. Next, we can move to the right where we can see Health Status of Snare Agent Manager, or SAM. For those of you that haven't used it yet, SAM is a built-in tool which allows you to centrally manage your licensing, so you don't have to worry about applying a license to each agent individually. You can simply upload a volume license to SAM, and agents will automatically consume appropriate individual licenses. This screen shows the total allowance, expiry dates of the licenses, and support contract, as well as the number of connected agents and also agents that for some reason are not currently reachable. Clicking the little arrows will even load further details so you can see how many agents of each type you have or when your licenses expire. If you'd like to have a deeper look, then it's easy to launch SAM from this screen. This opens a new tab with an overview of our agents, their types, as well as licenses with details on allowances and usage. Here we can further list our agents, check their types, for instance Windows, Linux, SQL, check versions, and assign tags or networks for easier management. We can also have a look at our licenses and their status, as well as detailed stats on licenses usage. However, my favorite feature of SAM is the ability to remotely upgrade agents from version 5.1 onwards. This saves a lot of time as you no longer have to use SCCM GPO scripts or any other tools to push new MSI packages. Now let's take a step back and continue with the dashboard. Here we can see two graphs which are my personal favorite new feature of the dashboard. The graphs show events per second on the left side and collection totals on the right. Each of them can be shown in full screen mode. I can then further manipulate it to find details that would be interesting. Let's first show EPS over the last 1 hour. I can see that there was a period of higher than usual activity, so I can zoom into that. There are different options to display data, so I can find the most suitable option. From this screen, I can jump into raw data or save the view as an image, say to include it in my report. At any time, I can reset the view or exit full screen mode. This chart also can be changed to show bytes per second rather than events per second if this is more suitable. The timescale can be as little as 10 minutes and as much as the last 24 hours. If I want to have a look at the historical collection, I can switch to the chart on the right, which can show collection stats for up to 365 days. Let's have a look at the last 7 days though, and check how many events per day we are receiving and how much storage is used per day. These figures can be useful to help you size your server to ensure you have enough storage to meet your retention requirements. Once again, we can display in full screen, zoom in, change graph type, export as image, or view raw data for the selected range. Next, we can move to the heat map below. This is another new and very useful feature of the dashboard which helps with monitoring your logs. Here we have total events plotted in 15-minute blocks. Once again, we can change the time frame or enter full screen. Once I've identified a block I want to investigate, all I need to do is click it, and this brings the list of log types or systems which produced this high number of logs. Now I can select a system that I want to investigate, say Demo DC, which was the noisiest device on that day. We can further select the type of logs from this machine that we want to look at. These correspond to types in the event viewer. By clicking the MS-Win event log section, I can bring up raw data, get rid of the chart which I don't need anymore, and show in full screen. I can even further filter or reorder logs if needed. In this example, I can filter the view to show only warnings. As we can see, this machine had a lot of failed attempts to mount a volume. Once we have finished here, we can simply exit full screen and reset the chart. Finally, to complete discussing the dashboard, at the bottom of the screen we have live event stats and scheduled reports, with this server having 2 low priority and 1 critical priority scheduled report. Now let's go back a step and click into the health check report as we skipped it previously. This is a powerful tool which shows a lot of information. For instance, we can see these log types being received by Snare Central from 23 systems. We can also see status and metrics of each destination which we are forwarding logs to. This could be my second Snare Central for redundancy and the SIEM platform. We can see if there is any queue building up which could indicate connectivity or availability issues. We have all the needed stats for EPS, daily and total counts, and size. There is also a file integrity section, so if anyone manages to tamper with log files or the system itself, you will know about it straight away. This report can be scheduled and automatically emailed to selected users. Health Checker is a great tool to help you with your daily monitoring tasks. And that's the end of this quick overview of new features of Snare Central 8.2. Obviously, there are other things like a lot of performance improvements and more functionality to centrally manage configuration of your agents. So if you haven't used Snare Central before, register now for a fully functional trial and see how it can help you save time, reduce risk, and save money. If you are a Snare Central user, upgrade to version 8.2 and benefit from all the new features and improved performance. Watch our entire Problem Solved series to learn more ways to easily glean additional value from your Snare solution.